against and watching JPEG play, he definitely is an explosive player and at times is a force to be reckoned with on the flank. I know there's been a few videos of him on top 10 TF2 plays, so he's earned himself some attention. Now, Private Dancer already got a silver trophy for Advanced last season and has definitely refined the hitscan class. He is also a very robust player on the flank and we've come to realize this in the past seasons. Same as JPEG. Alright, as I did last time, I actually want to go over the stats for Advanced this season. Let's change to that slide. Here we go. This is the spreadsheet for the div, courtesy of Illum. Single Drop was leading with the best KA and KD. I looked at the stats for the Joey team, and it looks like they don't have anything that stands out besides air shots. With a total of 18, however, that number could have increased as this spreadsheet hasn't been updated since week 7. But moving attention back to the match, can we see the Joey team continue the aggression from the last match? As we noted last time, OWN is much stronger on payload, and Upward and Vigil are definitely maps that they should be looking forward to as they tend to do well on both. Everyone, of course, saw them last game setting the pace and taking the 2-0 lead over Femboy Hooters, however losing 2-1 during the second map. But we are moving into the match right now. Alright, here we go. So we are starting the match on Product for map 1. I'm actually very excited to see these Sniper v Sniper plays. Once again, Product is an explosive map for Sniper, and it can be dominated by the sightlines that Sniper has. Tua versus Whalemart is a fight I'm willing to see. And I'm sure everyone else on stream is wanting to see that play as well. Back in, this was the semifinals or playoffs, round 2 for the Advanced Highlander finals. We did see Man Crush Monday versus Squirty, and I do believe it was Percy versus Watterson, and that was very, very good match to see in that regard. The Sniper v Sniper plays, Watterson and Percy getting a lot of picks and just some really good plays, both highlighted snipers for the match. Hopefully we can see the same thing for Whalemart and Tua in this match coming up here soon in a bit. But it looks like we're just waiting for people to hop into the server, and then we'll begin very close. Or very shortly. So I guess while we're waiting, we can go over once again their match history for Single Drop and Oprah Winfrey Network. Going back all the way in week 1, Oprah Winfrey Network played Single Drop once again and won the Upward match 2-1. So Upward is definitely a map that they've already faced Single Drop on and probably have experience fighting the combo. That looks like a match that they have a lot of faith in because obviously it was Oprah Winfrey Network's pick. And of course we saw during the last match on Monday, Oprah Winfrey Network once again taking the 2-0 win against Femboy Hooters in the semifinals. Once again, the question is, can they keep up the aggression and the momentum coming into the grand finals right now against Single Drop and be able to take the victory on Upward and also Vigil as well. But for the first map for Product, my money personally is on Single Drop. They just have a lot better DM in terms of the combo v combo fights. And also Private Dancer and Panther are a good combo, or excuse me, a good flank, and they can support and complement their combo very, very well. And they have been doing so this past season. Of course, AGB was actually playing Soldier for a little bit there for Single Drop, but I guess they have him rotating on Power right now after Blizztank did leave the team about week 3. Once again, as I said in the semifinals, if you guys have any predictions or are rooting for a team or a player, put them in the chat, show them support. As this, once again, is the Grand Finals match. Once again, we have 17 players in the server, waiting for one more to hop in, and then we should be starting soon. I also want to see the Joey Lemons versus Raven demo. Joey Lemons and Nurks have been doing a great job this season just playing off of each other, complementing each other as combo classes. Nurks and Joey have definitely been doing a lot of damage as well. As we saw for Swiftwater for the map 3 last match for semifinals, Nurks and Joey Lemons were just wrecking the enemy team. They were wrecking Femboy Hooters on the defense and collapsing just very well on the offensive side. So hopefully we'll see that again for this match. Nurks and Joey again playing off each other. We have JPEG on Scout as well. JPEG, once again, another explosive player for the team of Oprah Winfrey Network. I would love to see the BMPD versus JPEG Scout 1v1. But moving back, as I said before, the Sniper v Sniper fight is always a blessing to see on a Product here. As I quoted before, many of the invite past grand finals and semifinals, just playoffs and general matches, have also highlighted a lot of the enemy snipers. Whichever one is winning pretty much is going to take the victory and take rounds off of the defending team, or I should say the opposing team. So we'll see, who wins the SVS. Is it going to be Whalemart, or is it going to be Tua? I guess we can talk about how Tua is playing last match during the semifinals against, I do believe it was Wilmatic. Tua was obviously getting some good picks. They were exchanging a lot of sniper v sniper picks, but Tua was getting the picks at the right time. Wilmatic was getting I think he won the SVS in terms of the amount of kills. However, it was the kills that Tua was getting and the timing for his combo that really made a difference. So can Tua keep up the aggression as a sniper and support the rest of his combo, support Joey, and stand up to the enemy sniper on this match? Alrighty, but after this, we will be moving on to Upward, and if we get there for Map 3 Vigil. Once again, I think the victory, in my opinion, will probably go to Single Drop just on this map alone. And then we can see Oprah Winfrey Network taking the force on the payload side. Koth has never been their strong suit, however, they could pull something out of their hats right now and just stand a chance against Single Drop. Hopefully they've made some adjustments the last time they played them, of course, scrims, etc. Over the past few seasons here. Joey Lemons, obviously, this is going to be his first placement medal. So the rest of his team is obviously going to want to go for the first place trophy and are not going to let Single Drop take it away from them just yet. So they're going to fight until the very, very end here, and hopefully they can get a first place trophy, ending this match right now, and winning this Season 6 Advanced. Once again, we're just waiting for players to hop into the server. Nothing to really say right now. We do have 18 players right now, so I guess they're just kind of trying to get in, doing their pre-game SOAP DM warm-up, and then we can start shortly. And once again, we have Aeon on heavy, Nurks on heavy as well for the opposing team. So the Aeon versus Nurks, heavy v heavy combo fight on this map. Will be exciting to see as well. Just in general, the combo v combo fight. Joey and Nurks versus Aeon and Raven. Like I said before, Aeon and Raven, a lot more competitive experience in the terms of higher divisions, but that doesn't mean that they will be necessarily better. All that will be answered shortly. The best case scenario is that Joey Lemons and the rest of his team can hopefully not get rolled in this map, maybe even take a round off of Single Drop on the product here, moving on to Map 2, but we'll see what happens. Like I said before, my honest opinion, Single Drop has my vote for product just because they are a more DM-centric team and, in my opinion, have stronger players, once again, in terms of experience, but I'm excited for Joey's team and what they can bring to the table tonight. Once again, they had a lot of explosive plays last match for these semifinals against Femboy Hooters. A lot of people thought Femboy Hooters was going to take the victory against Joey's team, but they were actually able to win against Femboy Hooters, the Rona and Ghost team. So we'll see if they can keep up the momentum and have everyone cheering for them, of course, to root them on, the motivation to take the first place trophy for Advanced this match. I think we can also highlight as well. Back on Vigil, just quoting the semifinals again, we saw some really good bombs, both from Joey and Saturation. I think there was one point on Vigil where they actually got a drop on Rona. I don't think Patrick dropped, however, I do think Rona did drop on Vigil at least 2 or 3 times on the defensive side. So maybe we'll see that happen again if we get to Map 3, if Joey Lemons and the rest of his team can take the victory on Upward and bring it to Map 3 on Vigil. That is all up in the air. Once again, not much to really quote on right now as we are waiting for players to get in the server. I think there's 1 player in Spectator. We had 18, now we're at 17. Once again, just waiting for people to get situated on their classes. But if you guys have predictions or if you guys have hopes for one team, I imagine a lot of people will be voting for Single Drop. I sadly don't have a prediction table as RGL does, but you guys can throw them in chat and just let me know, and the rest of the people watching as well. But speaking actually of the spreadsheet for Advanced last season, or I guess this past season, courtesy of Loom once again, I was surprised to see that Single Drop didn't really have a leading number in kills, assists, deaths, damage, etc. All that was pretty much going to Femboy Hooters for the past season. Of course, as we saw in the last match, I had that up on screen if you guys remember. It was actually Femboy Hooters that was actually leading the division in kills, assists, and deaths. All three, I believe. So, very interesting that Single Drop, of course, one of the teams that was predicted to win it all in the first place. Also courtesy by a Loom spreadsheet. All that had the information in there about predictions in general. But I'm surprised that we didn't see a lot higher stats from them during the past season, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a better team, or a worse team, I should say. I guess just more was going on for Femboy Hooters and the rest of their team compared to Single Drop. You see a little system message there. RGL Competitive Highlander Grand Finals is live. That is also going on parallel to this stream as well, so if you guys haven't already checked them out, they are streaming Man Crush Monday versus Krusty Krab Esports once again. So we'll see who takes home the trophy for that match as well. But I think one team has readied up. Looks like Oprah Winfrey Network is starting to get ready here. We'll see Single Drop hopefully reciprocate in a few minutes, and we can get the first map product started. Once again, I am fairly hyped. I definitely do believe, once again, I am repeating myself. I apologize. You've heard me say this 3 times now. But, you know, Single Drop, in my opinion, does have a lot better players in terms of the combo v combo and DM fights. But on the payload side, Oprah Winfrey Network does have a strong suit. So I think this map might be a roll. Hopefully it's not. I hope that Oprah Winfrey Network can pull something out of the hat and be able to at least take a round off, or maybe even an upset, maybe upset everyone on stream and take a 2-1 win or something like that. Maybe in the last few seconds on round 3, but we'll see what happens here. They do have, once again, they do have JPEG on the roster playing for Nugget. Nugget, once again, have to deal with college work. Very sad that he can't make the Grand Finals game. I bet he would have appreciated to be a part of this action, especially since it's Grand Finals and it's their first placement trophy in advance. But nevertheless, JPEG, once again, an explosive player. I bet he can do a lot for Joey and the rest of his combo tonight, starting us off for a product. One thing I also want to quote is last match, I think the semifinals or playoffs round 2 for Advanced, excuse me, not for Advanced, but for Invite. So Krusty Krab Esports versus Squirt. There was not a lot of sacks when they actually played on product there. Usually it was more just people kind of waiting there, which was actually surprising, actually, in my opinion. And product is a lot more of a sack-centric map, if you will. Sometimes if the med goes down, you expect people to bomb in, but usually that wasn't really happening the last time I casted a product match, whether that was Advanced or Invite. I can't actually remember, but you know, sometimes players were not necessarily going in and waiting for Uber Charge, which I found very interesting because if it were me, I would have been calling for a sack right away, but we are starting the match right now. So the first round on product here, Oprah Winfrey Network versus Single Drop, taking it for the Grand Finals match here. So we see Joey Lemons getting to mid, semi-fast, pretty much same as Raven right now. And Tua going down in the background, a bomb from Panther. Ooh, Spy getting caught right there. Loom not being able to get the drop. Nugget and Saturation both dying right now in the background. Excuse me, that was Stardust. Nugget actually dying to a sniper right there. All of them are running their Nugget dot. So we see a lot of players dead on the side of Oprah Winfrey Network as they try to regroup here. Playing a little bit passive on Cliff right now. Raven is destroyed also. We do see Whalemart playing on crates there a little bit aggressively, watching the hill on the red side, making sure and denying space for anybody who's trying to walk. Saturation and JPEG playing on concrete right now, trying to get any space that they can. Obviously, they are calling the sniper. Whalemart playing around rock right now. Stardust going down in the background as well, getting caught out to Panther. And playing the Cliff Haver right now, just kind of spectating with his combo. Not a lot going on. Obviously, the sniper is on concrete, so he's just kind of peeking it with Fist of Steel out right now. Saturation also dying to Private Dancer. Looks like Oprah Winfrey Network has the call to walk left side here and try to aggress the enemy team, getting a lot of damage out on the left side. JPEG playing with combo, sadly going down in the mini-sentry from Austin. Aeon once again, not a lot he has to do. Is just sitting on Cliff right now and chipping off players for Raven right now. And Nurk's getting sniped right now to Whalemart. So that's already 3 players. Oh, and we see Tua and Joey Lemons going down. Saturation as well. A lot of players who are dead on the side of Oprah Winfrey Network right now. Very unfortunate. And JPEG walking out on the left side right now. Walking out Cliff with his combo. Nurse kind of getting a little bit of a body shot there. Oh, nice backstab right there from Stardust onto Raven. So no demo to deny the red side as they walk forward. Stardust also dying. Looks like they use onto Joey Lemons here. Get the exchange right now. AGB just trying to air blast Joey back. Good denial from the offensive side, or at least from the blue side right now. Nurk's also getting a snipe. Getting sniped from Whalemart. Good pipes onto Aeon, so no defensive heavy here as they aggress point right now. Walking. Oh, no. AGB getting a lot of space right now. A lot of damage on the pocket right now onto Joey's team. I don't know if he gets in a pick there, but a lot of damage, and of course was able to aggress for his team and make that space. Kind of looks like Nurks is kind of caught in pocket right now, kind of destroyed, backing out with Joey as they play Cliff. Dies to Afterburn. Very unfortunate. Teleporter and Sentry Gun going down on flank right now. The MPD cleaning up right now. Looks like Austin is really aggressive on the flank. Just spamming back Joey's team. Spamming back JPEG. A little bit of a defensive mini sentry as well. Let's get on the Joey cam here. We see him walking off of Cliff right now, just trying to spam. Make noise for his combo. Sentry Gun also going down right there from Nurks. Just spamming from Cliff right now. He is running the Tommy Slob. Playing really passive right now, not a lot going on. Waiting for the call to Joey Lemons to drop down and aggress. Of course, they're either going to have to force. Oh, getting a pick on Raven right there. 2 at the snipe, and Illum also getting caught in the background. Joey Lemons is aggressing right now behind Rock. Lots of spam, but gets sniped by Whalemart. A lot of players are destroyed, however, behind Rock. Nurks is aggressing left side, trying to get as much damage as possible. They do decide to use right now. I do believe Patrick does not have just yet. As they re-aggress right now for the post-Uber. Nurks just trying to fight Aeon right now, getting a pick on Aeon to actually cleaning up with the sniper right now. Nurks is really deep in the enemy combo, in the enemy pocket right now, getting the dispenser and just aggressing for Joey Lemons' team. Unfortunate, also dying to AGB. Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo playing in pocket right now, kind of playing it a little bit safe. You know, they have point right now. 2 seconds on the clock for blue, so they will have to play it really close and make sure they deny point if there's anybody standing on it. But I think the HUD right now doesn't really display all that information. I think we'll have to restart the HUD shortly after this. I don't know exactly what is the issue, but once again, we do see a lot of players holding in pocket right now. Nurse getting sniped to Whalemart from Porch. Joey Lemons deciding to walk in here with his combo. Nice. Whalemart going down to 2 right there. A lot of damage from Joey Lemons as they get bombed right now. The combo. The massive bomb from Panther getting a lot of damage onto Patrick, however, not being able to drop Patrick. Still at 95% Uber charge as they're walking in with Joey right now. Just once again trying to play it a little bit defensively. They can walk up now after the pick on Whalemart, so no sniper. I think he is getting a spawn right now. You see Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo just kind of playing a little bit passive behind Rock here, playing close, on point. They do use right now onto Joey Lemons as he walks into the enemy combo, just kind of pushing him back. However, they are going to have Uber advantage. Casper not, of course, dying, and maybe nearing about 60-70% Uber charge advantage as they are getting ready to walk in. We see a lot of players. They used on point right now, the Uber onto BMPD. A lot of aggressive plays from the offense right now, or from blue, excuse me. Oh, a lot of kills right now. A lot going on. Raven going down in the background. Also, Joey Lemons dying too. Unfortunately, it is not enough. And red team is going to get collapsed upon right there in those few seconds. The Uber charge, the force right there that Panther got onto Patrick was obviously a crucial play. They had a defensive Uber charge, a lot of Uber ad, about 30 to 40% Uber ad. And the fact that they forced there and were not able to kill Casper in the background meant that Casper was able to walk back in and use onto BMPD and clear a point. Looking at Raven right now, a lot of spam, not being denied really. Playing left side Rock right now and just getting some good pipes on the gun as well, on Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo. There we see Moxie denying right now. Playing close to Joey Lemons, just trying to support his demo the best that he can. A lot of pipes right now from Raven, excuse me, getting piped or getting sniped, excuse me, but getting a pipe on Nurx. So no heavy on Joey Lemon's side to support his damage. They do cap point nevertheless, and without a heavy. Whalemart getting a pick on 2 right there, winning the SVS, and of course aggressing Hill with the rest of his combo. Watching Concrete, seeing if the flank is going to peak on the Nugget cam, or excuse me, on the Moxie cam. We see him rolling out into pocket right now, supporting Joey Lemons behind Rock, as they, of course, are going to lose point here very shortly unless they walk in right now and go for an exchange with the Uber Charge. That's exactly what they decided to do. They use onto Joey Lemons right now, trying to get the force on Casper. They do use. So it is going to be an exchange right now. Joey Lemons playing right side Rock right now, trying to get as much spam in the post Uber as he can, just trying to collapse onto the combo as they're playing behind Rock here. Raven kind of backing up right there, and of course, Whalemart getting stabbed right there to Stardust as well. So no sniper on the blue side to deny Joey Lemons walking this aggressive as he plays really forward next to Rock. And the rest of Joey Lemon's combo is going to start holding around Dogbrit, but backing up right now, playing Cliff, just kind of resetting, of course, not needing to play that aggressive. Whalemart will get a spawn really soon. Ooh, Moxie almost going down right there. A lot of spam right now is going into Concrete, or excuse me, into pocket right now from Raven. Raven is on the shield, just running pure pipe demo. Getting some good pipes on Nurx as he walks forward right now from left side Rock. Joey Lemons is really aggro as he gets killed right there to Raven. 2 pipes. Unfortunate. Nurx also going down to the background. So Joey Lemons and his heavy are dead. Not a lot they can do as a combo right now except try to regroup and wait for respawners. You see them getting ready to push out of main right now, not really giving a glance at Cliff. Looks like they kind of want to take it through either rollout or they decide to rotate on a Concrete here. Let's get on their cam. So playing around rollout right now. A lot of spam from Joey Lemons right now, however, is getting locked out both from Raven and Aeon, just kind of spamming under Japan. They decide to use on Joey Lemons. Joey Lemons going for the Uber here, gets the exchange right now. AGB just trying to air blast Joey and the rest of his combo back. Their Uber is going to be a little bit slower compared to Oprah Winfrey Network. A lot of the cleaning up plays right there. Raven getting a pipe onto Patrick, so no medic on the team of Joey Lemons as they still try to cap stack point right now. JPEG going really deep onto Aeon. However, Aeon going to escape into house and live for that. Whalemart getting a pick on Joey Lemons. Crucial demo pick right there. I think after this half, we'll actually just restart the game. I think Casting Essentials is off, and I'll need to restart the stream and get that back up again. That is actually really weird why it's bugging right now. The HUD, of course, not being able to see Uber percentage and people alive. I do apologize for that, but we're moving on. Hopefully we'll end this half right now, and then we can move on, or at least this round, and then I can restart the game, move it up in insecure mode, and we can get the Casting Essentials plugin working. A little bit of a bug there. Once again, apologies, but we do see Whalemart playing around pocket right now. Kind of playing a little bit forward on point, just rotating around walk. Also watching for Tua. I think he sees Tua drop down right now into pocket. Raven aggressing right side, just spamming out Joey Lemons. Actually, they get the force right now. So they use onto Joey Lemons, trying to get a pick on anybody as they can, as they walk in right now and collapse on single drop in pocket. Getting some good damage, however, not that many crucial picks. Whalemart also getting the snipe onto Tua there, winning the SVS. Saturation, playing with JPEG on the flank right now. Oh, unfortunately, Saturation getting picked off right there.
The control point is being captured.
A little bit of a bug there from the STV. So once again, Moxie and Joey Lemons playing in pocket right now. They're kind of getting spammed. Joey Lemons getting sniped right now to Whalemart. Ooh, Whalemart getting a 5K. Getting a pick on Joey Lemons and Moxie as well. So they're going to have to wait for their combo as they have 51 seconds left on the cap, but about the same time for single drop. The times are really, really close. Can we see Oprah Winfrey Network take one last push and be able to secure the point for less than a minute? We'll see here shortly. So Whalemart playing around pocket, gravitating around his combo. Of course, just 9 people as they peek through China and try to come through right side. Seeing Nurx there on China, getting the pick onto Nurx. So no heavy, also can be going down as well to Austin. A lot of aggression from the flank on the the blue side right now. We see Austin and BMPD playing really aggressive on the other side of the flank. Just getting a lot of space right now onto Joey Lemon's team. And they do force the Uber charge. However, not a lot of players are alive. JPEG going down in the background. Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo. Being alive solo was not enough to be able to take the cap right there. And the first round is going to go to single drop. It was pretty close. Was not a roll by any means. I do believe that Joey Lemons got the time down to about 51 seconds, so under a minute. However, of course, Whalemart just getting the crucial combo picks and denying the space from Oprah Winfrey Network. But right now we are going to restart the game real fast. I'll put it in intermission, and we can hopefully bring up the Casting Essentials plugin, because I agree not being able to see Uber charge percentages or people alive is a bit of a downer. Alright, so we'll pause it real fast and restart the game, and hopefully we can come back real fast and get all that set up. Because I agree, I would definitely like to see Uber percentages as well. But I guess we can talk about that round right there. Some good plays from Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo, of course, collapsing at crucial times. However, Raven and Aeon were just playing so tightly with each other and playing around Whalemart. Not a lot they could have done on the Joey Lemons side to be able to break that hold. Alrighty, but we are booting up Team Fortress 2 right now. Bringing it back. Hopefully the Casting Essentials plugin will be online right now. And we can see Uber percentages coming. We will be a little bit late coming into the second round. I think Tua was also losing a lot of the SVS compared to Whalemart. You know, Whalemart, of course, being tanked and also supported by the rest of his combo. Tua's kind of being spammed a lot by the people on the flank. We saw BMPD and Panther getting really aggressive on the Oprah Winfrey Network side on concrete and just pretty much denying the enemy flank, denying saturation, and denying JPEG, and denying pretty much their entire flank, and also combo as well, because when the flank was dead, they would just rotate around and spam Joey and the rest of his combo. So, you know, some massive plays, both from BMPD and Panther, getting really aggressive on concrete and denying the flank space. So Joey Lemons was pretty much alone, and the rest of his combo was getting, of course, wrecked by Raven and Aeon in pocket. So just an unfortunate series of events for Oprah Winfrey Network, but they can bring it back. Once again, was not a roll. It was pretty close, about 51 seconds remaining on the clock for both teams, as we saw Oprah Winfrey Network just kind of fail that last push there and lose the point to single drop. So hopefully they can come back right now. Perfect timing, actually, as they ready up when we are beginning the second half. Alrighty, on the Patrick Cam, just giving out buffs to his team right now. Hopefully Joey Lemons can get to the mid faster compared to Raven. I don't know if it makes much of a difference. We'll see if Raven is running stock and is no longer on shield. Ooh, Whalemart getting a pick on JPEG early on. That is crucial. No scout to spam with saturation on the flank as he has to play. Oh, he gets piped as well to Raven. So 2 picks right now, no flank to deny. And Whalemart getting the SVS, winning the SVS on tour right there, standing by Rock. Seeing Nerks as well, not able to get the headshot as he backs up. It kind of looks like Oprah Winfrey Network is going to play passive onto Cliff right now. Regroup and wait for their spawners. Once again, Tua losing that SVS. And they have to wait for their sniper to respawn. Panther going for the massive bomb, however, getting denied both by Nerks and Moxie. Good combo plays from them. So both teams are nearing Uber charge. We can see an Uber exchange happening right now as Single Drop is down their soldier. However, Panther is going to get a spawn. They do decide to take the Uber exchange onto Joey right now. They use on AGB as he tries to deny Joey getting any picks of people who are not Ubered. It looks like they are flashing in Moxie on this Uber, so the blue Uber charge is going to last just a few seconds longer. Loom going down as well. Raven dying, Aeon dying in the background during that exchange as well. So 2 players that are going to be staggered when they walk point. BMP just kind of makes space for the rest of his combo as he is playing around Dogbread right now. Spamming around Aeon. Seeing obviously that Joey Lemons and the rest of his team are contesting very lightly, so he's going to take some space. Just trying to pressure from concrete. But moving on to a combo player, Tua playing around Joey Lemons and playing around his combo in pocket. Sees Whalemart. Of course, Whalemart is going to rotate onto Cliff right now. Gets a headshot on Aeon as he walks with Kiss of Steel, however. So getting the pick on Raven right there. Good body shot, so no demo to deny point. Or I guess a grass point, because it is in the favor of Oprah Winfrey Network right now. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on the clock. We see some spam from Panther and BMPD on the flank. Nurx is going to go down. Oops, my bad. Alright, the pause screen was still up. That was my fault. Alrighty, there we go. We're resuming the stream now. A little bit of an oopsie there, but we are remaining coming back right now. Tua winning the SVS against Whalemar right now. Pretty crucial as the blue side is going to Uber in right now and take space. We do see AGB taking space on the enemy concrete, just getting really, really aggressive and spamming out players who are on concrete. Panther once again playing really aggressive, spamming with the rest of his combo, just spamming out Joey Lemons in pocket, doing the best he can. Going for a fast bomb right now, getting massive damage, however, not going to get Patrick, unfortunately. Patrick about even Ubers with Casper. Nurx just playing close to Joey Lemons right now, peeking Cliff, getting a stab on Whalmart. We saw in the background, Stardust getting a crucial sniper pick right there, so no sniper to defend as we see Nurx. Oh no! Patrick going down to a stab from a Loom, so no medic right there. On the side of Oprah Winfrey Network, Casper is going to have about 50% add. However, we do see Saturation going for the sacrifice right now and getting Casper. Massive bomb from Saturation. So, Patrick will have the Uber advantage when he gets his spawn, and they play with Joey and the rest of his team. I think Joey Lemon is going down to a late rocket right there from Panther, just dying to spam. As we saw Aeon cap point right there, 14 blue. So times are still pretty even, about 1 minute 30 remaining for both teams. Time is ticking. On the blue side, as we see Joey Lemons and the rest of his team walk out main and try to play around rollout. Looks like they want to get on point right now. Joey Lemons playing a little bit forward, rest of the combo. Moxie playing with him as well. Austin dying to start us right down the backstab, getting the mini sentry as well. So no engineer on mini sentry to annoy JPEG and Saturation as they play on the flank. Once again, looks like Joey is just exchanging spam with Raven right now behind Rock. Some good spam onto Raven, getting her down to about 90 HP. Raven's going to aggress right now. On stick, gets a pick onto Moxie right there. Do decide to use onto Joey Lemons as they walk right now. Ooh, Raven is getting aggressed right now by JPEG, about 28 HP. An aggressive Uber right there. However, they did not have players to back up the post Uber, so we saw Joey Lemons dying to, I believe it was Illum in the background getting a stab. A lot of players going down on the side of single drop, though. Some good sniper picks from Tua right there. I guess playing around Cliff and getting a pick onto Aeon. Oh, Whalmar also dying to Stardust right now. So a lot of stuff is looking in the favor of Oprah Winfrey Network. We see them aggressing on point right now. However, they are going to be at 50% Uber charge disadvantage. So it'll be kind of rough for them as we see a lot of players on single drop aggressing point together since they did get a spawn wave. Raven, however, dying really late right there to the pipe from Joey Lemons. So they're not going to have their demo as single drop aggresses point. However, they do have Uber add. They are losing it though, so they will need to use in or if they decide to go for an exchange, etc. All right, a little bit of STV issues. I'm not exactly sure what happened in that moment. Says server is changing level. Do apologize for the stream delays, of course, the pause, the casting essentials going on, etc. Okay, I guess the delay for STV was just so large that we saw them taking the victory. I suppose the victory went towards single drop, I can only presume, since the STV had not caught up to the latest moment in time when they did change the map. So that's unfortunate. We don't get to see the rest of product. But once again, it is the single drop server, so nothing we can really do about that. However, I guess we do see the win coming out, both wins coming out from single drop to an owing Oprah Winfrey Network on product. Moving on to upward, hopefully a little bit more on time and not as delayed. But we can definitely pull up the logs and look at them on stream right now for Joey Lemons and single drop. As we bring them up real fast on stream while we're waiting for people to get into upward for map 2. Alrighty, here we are on stream at the moment. And it does look like the victory is going to go to single drop, the blue side, and of course, unfortunately, Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo is going to lose on product. 2-0 actually, so moving it to map 2 upward. However, this is going to be in the favor of Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo because upward is one of their best maps, and of course payload is something that they can definitely is their strong suit in terms of combo v combo fights and flank as well. So we will see some interesting plays as we move on to Upward for map 2. But we do see, checking out the logs right now, a lot of DPM from Joey Lemons. Looks like he massively out DPM'd Raven, about 200, about maybe 140 DPM, 150, just about. However, was not able to out KD Raven. Some good damage both from Aeon and Nurx as well. Nurx nearly out DPMing Aeon, but about 6 short, or at least I guess they could be as even as possible. We can look at the Sniper v Sniper kills as well. So Whalemart getting 4 picks on Tua compared to Tua's 2. So in the grand scheme of things, it did look like Whalemart was getting the picks on Tua, and unfortunately Tua was just being spammed and killed the Sniper too much that he was not able to make the space for Joey Lemons and the rest of his team. We did see Whalemart just kind of farming Joey and Nurx as well. Nurx was definitely dying to Spy and Sniper a lot, so it was kind of unfortunate on that side in that regard. But some good plays from both teams as well. Joey Lemons, massive amounts of damage, just sadly his combo is not able to back up and support him on a lot of those plays. But once again, we are moving on to Upward. And it looks like Single Drop wants to stack red, but we also do see Joey Lemons and the rest of his team stacking red as well. So I guess it is Single Drop server, so they'll decide which side they want to start on first. But starting off, whoever is on the offensive side, we will see some interesting sack waves. Of course, Joey Lemons and the rest of his team did some interesting plays when they played on Upward last semifinal match against Femboy Hooters. Of course, getting the drop onto Rona, I believe, during the first, or at least a force, something along those lines, during the first few minutes while they were on the offensive side for the first round, which of course set the tempo and allowed them to aggress really, really fast and pretty much steamroll Femboy Hooters on the Upward match. And then, of course, Vigil, they, of course, slowed down the tempo and were not able to... I guess everyone is joining spectator. I'm not really sure what's going on. But once again, just kind of quoting what happened last match. You know, they kind of lost some momentum during the Vigil game for the semifinals against Femboy Hooters, and Femboy Hooters is actually going to take the victory 2-1 against Joey Lemons and the rest of his team. I think we do see the Med 1v1 right now going for the side. I guess they can't make up their minds. Even though I believe it is Single Drop that is hosting, and this is their server and their STV. So once again, I do apologize for the fact we do not get to see the last few minutes of the product game, and as well for the casting essentials. But hopefully now we've gotten those two issues out of the way, the rest of the cast and the match will go a lot more smoother. Once again, my apologies. Some things come up that are unexpected, and you can't really prep for them. But we do see, I think, the Med 1v1, hopefully for either side, you know, which team wants to pick offense or defense first. I think they're getting that set up and maybe coordinating that. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll see shortly. So just to recap, you know, it kind of looked like Single Drop was losing less players and Whalemart was just kind of farming the enemy team. Whalemart getting some really good picks on Joey Lemons and the rest of his team. Nurx also dying, you know, Tua going down to Whalemart. Whalemart was just making a lot of space for Single Drop, and as a result, Aeon and Raven had a lot more that they could work with, and were, of course, winning, or I guess, yeah, they were winning a lot of the combo fights, especially when Joey Lemons would Uber into them from the Dogbread side. Not much that Joey Lemons could get done, of course, because a lot of his team was dead. If there was not anybody who was flashed, they were either picked off by Whalemart or died to spam later on. Alrighty. Well, I think we saw the Med 1v1 right there. And it looks like Aeon and Single Drop are going to be starting off for offense, and we see Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo is going to be starting off on defense. Or other way around, excuse me. It is going to look like Joey Lemons is going to be starting off on offense, so Team Blue. So we will see there. It is up to them to set the tempo for tonight as we start off the map 2 Upward. You know, this is Joey Lemons' map. You know, his team is a very payload-centric team. They work really well on Upward, Vigil, etc. I think they did a really nice job on Swiftwater as well when they took the W against Femboy Hooters for map 3. Of course, you guys saw me cast that as well for the semifinals. So, you know, they definitely have a fun time on payload. Just a combo coordination is very, very refined at this point because multiple seasons of experience playing with each other. So we'll hopefully see that happen once again. And in that regards, just keeping up the momentum and being able to play it kind of cautiously and as a combo, very coordinated. You know, not making stupid mistakes, and of course playing a little bit slow and methodical moving into map 2. So far the predictions are staying true, at least for mine. the 2-0 win against Oprah Winfrey Network on product. But moving in here to Upward, I really can't say what the score is. Maybe a 2-1, maybe a 2-0. I hope it's not a 2-0. I hope Oprah Winfrey Network and the rest of his team can secure the victory on Upward, so that way this won't be a super, super short match. But, you know, bring it to map 3 once again, hopefully. Vigil's a fun game, a fun map, and I think a lot of teams have... They sometimes struggle on Vigil. You know, Vigil has a tendency to be a very fast map, just in terms of, I guess, time. You know, sometimes the average time is about 6 or 7 minutes compared to Upward or Swiftwater. Swiftwater can be contributed as one of the longest payload maps next to Borneo. Borneo, of course, is definitely a long payload map, but glad that's on the map pool, honestly. But moving on, we were talking about Upward. We were talking about the Grand Finals match right now. So we see single drop starting off on defense right now. It kind of looks to me that Casper and Raven want to set up crit stickies, but I will check the meta gun right now for the defensive side. Okay, it kind of looks like Casper is going to be running stock right now, so no crit stickies for Raven. However, they do put traps on the right side hill, waiting for, expecting people to walk right side, of course, the sack waves as well, when they try to go for either the med force or anybody else, like maybe a sniper pick coming out of spawn. We'll definitely see how creative they are with that. You know, some teams could send in an 8-man sack. There's so many and diverse ways you can sack on Upward first as the offense. So we'll see what they do here. What I like to do personally as heavy is sometimes run the steak sandwich and just kind of go in with mini crits right there with Fist of Steel. But we'll see what Nurx decides to do. Interesting, he's running the stonk minigun. Sometimes I like to run Tommy just because the slower plays on Upward, but he decides to come out left side here. They are getting a lot of space for free pretty much out of spawn immediately. Some good damage onto Raven, spamming the sentry gun as well. I don't know if it's going to go down. Joey Lemons is actually really aggressive. It kind of looked like he went for a bond that was kind of caught out there in the last second. So Nurx getting a pick onto Raven. Some good massive picks right there from Nurx. He wasn't really being contested, and he ended up killing Raven right there and Panther as well without anybody to stop him. So we do see some good picks right there from Oprah Winfrey Network, starting us off, setting a really good tempo. Oh, no! Okay, never mind. Illuma's almost so close to getting the drop onto Patrick there. However, Saturation was there to save the day, play the superhero, and defend his med. Oh no, it looks like Casper is going to use to get out. So once again, Patrick has not used. They will have massive ubercharge advantage. And of course, momentum as we see Saturation going to the fast bomb on Raven, getting the pick on Raven. So no demo on the defensive side right now. A lot of aggression and opportunity for the offense as we see them going in for a sack play. Oh, getting the reflect. Moxie denying Panther as he goes for the bomb, protecting Patrick. Of course, Patrick is playing it cautiously. Doesn't want to peek Whalemart because he knows the capability of Whalemart. And we see that happening right in front of our eyes. Nerf's also getting sniped. You know, you snooze, you lose. Your life in this case. Looks like they want to rotate upper left right now and take it from high ground versus kind of pushing through main as they walk Tua in, trying to get a sniper peek onto Whalemart. Whalemart getting a pick on Tua. So Joe Lemon's playing really aggressive right now, calling the exchange, going to use in and try to force the defensive ubercharge. Looks like Casper doesn't even have it at the moment. He's at 75%. They were not able to kill Casper. So they do get Whalemart in the background, however, so no sniper to defend. We do see Aeon in tunnel right now, getting picked off to JPEG. Unfortunate. A lot of spam right now, a lot of combo picks on either side. We do see a majority of players alive on offense, so they will be able to salvage this. BMPD trying to go for this med sack, however, dying. So once again, Casper nearing 80% ubercharge advantage, or at least 50% ubercharge advantage, 8% ubercharge in total, excuse me. So they will have the uber advantage right there for the defense if they decide to reaggress, since they do have their spawners. But we do see Joey Lemons taking this space right now and walking with the rest of his combo, just taking aggression on tracks. We see about 4 players just stacking car right now, trying to take second for free. Panther getting picked off into in windows right there. 2 Nurks. Good plays for the offense, just kind of collapsing into windows, making sure that they clear all their angles. Don't want anybody getting sacked. Stardust getting the pick onto Raven, so no sticks as they're getting ready to aggress from left side right now. And Whalemart, of course, playing aggressive and getting the pick onto a winning the SPS. Looking at the Patrick cam right now, we do see Moxie playing around Patrick, just kind of waiting in house. Joey Lemons, I guess, try to go for a sack play. Getting denied by the sentry gun. Illum getting a 2K right there on Kenby and JPEG on cart. So deny the cart time. Good plays for Illum. And living in the process. Oh, the pick on Whalemart, that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to go for the exchange as we see Patrick walking out of house right now, walking with Joey Lemons, as he is really aggressive, they will have to use just to save Joey Lemons. The Uber charge right now, the exchange, as we see Moxie trying to air blast anybody on defense off the cliff. BMPD, I think, does fall victim to the air blast from Moxie, dying right there, unable to secure cart for his team. But back on the offensive cam, I guess we see some players trying to get U-turn control. However, they are going to get collapsed upon. Massive plays from AGB, just kind of cleaning up on Joey Lemons and his combo as they were caught out in U-turn. Raven, of course, having a spawn and is just defending cart with her pipes, just trying to spam and make sure the flank doesn't get as much cart time as possible. So 2 minutes and 27 seconds so far in 2 points. The third point time is still ticking. So Tua, of course, getting the 185 buff and trying to peek Whalemart right now. Whalemart, of course, has been winning the SPS all night so far during product and a little bit during the first point as well. So if Tua can get a pick onto Whalemart or maybe even Stardust Concordian to stab on Whalemart, that will be an incentive to be able to push up because Ubers are even right now, so they're going to wait for an incentive, a combo pick, a sniper pick, etc. To be able to push an aggress hill and take third. We do see a lot of flank players trying to get the cart up the hill right now, or at least up roller coaster. We do see Raven also getting the snipe to Tua. And it looks like the defense is going to play it safe and back out and play tiles right now. Oh, the aggressive stab right there from Stardust, killing Whalemart right there below tiles. They will have no sniper as they're defending into upper right now. As we see Joey Lemons taking that aggression right now and using right now into upper the exchange. They are trying to trap off. They got the force. That's what they wanted. And, of course, just pretty much body blocking and defending tiles right now, not allowing Joey Lemons to get much space as he walks up there. Thankfully, they were not able to collapse onto Joey Lemons, and the rest of his team is going to play lower. Kind of risky, though, because exactly that. Joey Lemons, of course, predicted Raven going down under and trying to get a pick onto their combo, so he gets a pick on Raven there. So no demo and no pyro on the defensive side at the moment. Joey Lemons playing aggressive with the rest of his combo, just trying to peek from lower to upper here. Aeon, of course, massive damage here, just defending it the best he can. Getting a pick on saturation as they tried to collapse. Looked like a failed attempt at a push or a pinch play. Moxie going down, Tua dying as well to a cleaver. Looks like Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo is going to get pinched right now. AGB, massive kills. Looks like he went on a 3K right there, just came from lower to upper. There was no flank, of course. It looked like Saturation and Saturation and JPEG tried to go for a pinch play in upper, and so therefore there was nobody to watch lower. And of course, we saw AGB just kind of take that opportunity, walk lower, and just wipe Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo. So Casper on the defensive side playing it safe, of course, not having to use until now. So they have full Uber charge advantage. Of course, it is a heavy Uber, so not much that they can get right now. Of course, Aeon sees a trap and he's like, oh shit, I'm going to play a little bit more passive in tiles right now. So we do see Raven going down as well in the background at spawn. Stardust playing around spawn, maybe even going for a sack on the gun. We'll see what happens here. But Nugget also getting reflex killed, unfortunate. Or not Nugget, excuse me, Saturation. And then Tua also losing the SVS to Whalemart there. Looks like a lot of players on the offensive side are just kind of staggered, dying in the background. Stardust trying to go for a stab on Raven. We saw that cam for a few seconds, however, getting caught out, not able to get that pick. Saturation getting reflected as Joey Lemons decides to use into upper right now as an exchange, flashing in Nerks as well on this Uber. Getting a pick on AGB. Can they flush out anybody else? It looks like they... Oh no, Nerks is running out of ammo as the gun is still alive. Obviously telling Joey Lemons they have to worry about that if they are going to push cart any further or take secure tiles. We do see Casper going down as well, so no med on the defensive side. A lot going on for Oprah Winfrey Network and Joey's team as they're just trying to play main right now, play around tracks and try to get any picks as they can. Saturation, of course, seeing the gun, unable to get the gun. Oh, he does. The last rocket gets the gun, being collapsed on right now in tiles. On the defensive side, we see Aeon getting a late spawn as well as a loom. So JPEG, of course, is going to have a lot less to worry about as he is getting cart time right now. We just see Aeon, AGB going for the sack play on cart, trying to airblast people off. He is going to get knocked off into the abyss. Very unfortunate. But JPEG, a lot of plays from JPEG right now, just getting massive amounts of cart time and just kind of making a nuisance for defense as he runs around cart and conserves his life the best he can. Oh, unfortunate. We see Aeon getting a 2K right there, just playing the head glitch spot, getting a pick also on Patrick. So Casper, once again, is going to have Uber charge advantage. What we saw there is that the offense wasn't really able to secure tiles as they thought. Saturation was up in tiles, getting the gun. However, he had 2 drop down. I think he actually died unfortunately, because they just kind of collapsed. So it looks like the defense is doing a really good job, if anything, this match, just retaking tiles and denying Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo space, as they can't really do anything if they don't have tiles control, because the defense can just drop down and spam cart and spam anybody and pinch them pretty much if they decide to walk main. So Joey Lemons is going to walk with his combo. Massive amounts of kills right now. I didn't really quote on that, but Joey Lemons is going to get a lot of kills on the defensive side. We see JPEG just making a name for himself, just spamming around cart and ending up being able to get that cart off the edge right there and secure the victory for the first half right there. We see 8 minutes and 39 seconds on the clock for Joey Lemons. I think they were doing a really good job. I think it was like 6 or 5 minutes in 3 points, and last really screwed them up there. You know, they were just kind of losing upper tiles control. We saw AGB and Aeon pinch them there for the last few seconds as they were pushing card, and of course that was causing Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo to have to reset, because once again you can't have tiles control, or I should say, if you lose tiles control, it'll make a harder time for you pushing cart on the offensive side. So the fact that AGB was just taking the space back as Pyron collapsing, getting a 3K there, made it very difficult for Joey Lemons and the rest of his combo to have an easier time pushing through tracks. Since we do see a lot of the defensive plays, we're just kind of collapsing on Joey Lemons and his combo. But we are resetting now. It kind of looks like they are setting up some crit stickies. I guess not. He just Ubered preemptively and spawned. So I guess no crit stickies right now for this match. Maybe we'll see him a little bit later. Joey Lemons once again just placing traps aggressively on Rock. And of course is going to spam outside of spawn. We see Panther getting ready to go for an offensive sack right now, really fast, getting early on. However, oh, Patrick is going to play kind of close. Oh, he gets a drop. He gets a drop on Patrick right there, so no defensive med. The last rocket, massive bomb right there from Panther. So no med on the defensive side. They are still going to have to salvage as the offense is going to walk in and get a lot of space on hill at the moment. Huge bomb right there. A lot of people reactions in chat. Huge bomb right there from Panther. That last rocket getting the drop on Patrick. I bet he didn't expect that. As we see Raven, oh, dying to traps right there from Joey Lemons. However, the rest of the combo on the offensive side is going to walk uphill right now and try to use into the defense. Of course, no Uber. However, they do have gun. Oh, unfortunate. Joey Lemons getting massive amounts of picks on the combo, just getting pick on Raven. Of course, another staggered pick on Aeon. So not a lot that the offense can do at the moment. They do end up forcing the Uber. Casper using at about 5 HP. So wow, that is the best salvage I have ever seen, ladies and gentlemen. The drop onto Patrick. You know, it looked like everything was going on the offensive favor. However, Joey Lemons getting 2 combo picks and the force onto Casper. So bringing everything back into the defensive team favor. Once again, Joey, an underrated player and an explosive player, just in, you know, quite literally, excuse the pun there. But, you know, of course, making some good plays for his team on the defensive side and securing, you know, a few more minutes for his team on the defense. And we're going to see Patrick nearing full Uber charge right now, so getting ready to use back in the defense, or excuse me, in the offense as soon as they walk in, probably an exchange. They do have guns still, so no reason to back out just yet. 7 minutes remaining on the clock. Oh, unfortunate. Moxie is going to get picked off right there from the stickies from Raven. Patrick is going to have to get forced there. Wilmar going down in the background to Stardust. It looks like Joey Lemons, the call is to back out. Oh my god, the body block from Illum. Oh my gosh. Patrick is going to get nuked right there from the bomb. Oh my god, the body block from Illum. Unfortunate, not allowing Patrick to get out of second there, or first. And of course we saw Patrick getting bombed right there. And it looks like the collapse on the offensive side on Oprah Winfrey Network, so not much that they can do on the defense except for back out and hold third. A lot of offensive aggression from Team Single Drop as they walk in and are obviously spawn camping right now. Raven has nothing else to worry about at this moment except for just being really aggressive and denying spawners. So we'll see what they decide to do for third. So once again, if we're looking on the left side of the screen, Casper has about 50% Uber charge advantage, unless I guess JPEG decides to build with Patrick. However, kind of unlikely. So once again, Casper, it looks like their play is try to get a sniper pick or something, or I guess just dry push hill. No traps, they checked. JPEG going down in the background. Raven trying to secure U-turn for her team, going to go down to about 31 HP. However, getting saved right there. Casper doing a good job of just securing and buffing Wilmer and the rest of his team as they decide to walk hill right now on the left side. Looks like they're getting ready to use right now on Raven the traps there. However, they used before the traps get dead. A lot of damage right now from Raven. They do force the Uber charge. Can they get a pick right now? A lot of plays. Trapping off Nurks right now. Getting Nurks right now with a kill. A lot of aggression from the offense right now as Raven is getting so deep right now. Raven is in the enemy U-turn, getting a pipe on Joey Lemons and Moxie there. Wow, just nobody was denying Raven as she walked in right there and got massive amounts of damage on the defense there. So far it looks like things are going in the favor of Single Drop, especially as just to hammer that home even more. So Illum getting the pick on Tua and the gun. So, you know, a lot of plays from Illum. Of course, the body block on Patrick there, inevitably making sure that Patrick is going to die on the as they were getting out from first. And of course, the stab right there on Tua and the sap on gun. So good job from Illum getting some good picks right there and supporting the rest of his combo. As we see Casper just trying to play really aggressive right now as they walking lower. Trying to go upper right here. Oh, unfortunately, he's going to get backstab right there. Didn't turn around in time. Stardust is going to pick get the pick on Casper. So no med on the offensive side as they're going to take tiles. Good. We see, oh, unfortunately, Joey Lemons is going to get picked off by Wilmart there. Wilmart playing really aggressive tracks. Not really anybody to contest him as he's playing really aggressive once again by Cart. Getting some pretty good space. He's going to also walk into tiles here. Can he get an early on pick? Sadly, he's going to get denied right there by Moxie. Kind of looks like some people on the defensive side are staggered. Of course, Joey Lemon's just getting a spawn. We do see AGB and the rest of his combo walking into tiles right now. Unfortunately, Moxie is going to get gunned down by Illum there, so no Pyro in tiles to defend. And we see Nurse getting backstab right there from Illum. So no heavy on the defensive side, no Pyro to defend tiles. Looks like the offense can take upper tiles for free and just try to spam out the defense in upper and secure cart time for the flank right now. Looks like we see Sentry going down, Telly and Dispenser. So not a lot is going on for the defense right now, but a lot of opportunity for the offense as we see them securing tiles pretty much for free. HGB just kind of spamming with the detonator for his combo, just trying to spam out Joey. Oh, unfortunately, Tua is going to lose the SBS to Wilmart there, so no sniper on the defensive side. A lot going on for offense right now as we see them dropping down and using onto cart, getting some good picks right now. It is the exchange right now. The defense and offensive Ubers are going to be used. Joey Lemons has the Uber for a few more seconds here as he gets massive amounts of damage onto Raven. However, it's not enough. He is going to lose his life to one single sticky right now from Raven. So a lot of players on the defensive side are dead. Gun going down as well. Looks like JPEG is going to die from afterburn. AGB just getting that massive amounts of space and just collapsing on the defensive side. It kind of looks like it is in the hands of the offense. Single drop, of course, having a lot of defensive picks. Yep, and that seals the deal as we see Nurse also getting backstabbed to Illum. Illum kind of playing around cart. You know, Joey Lemon's not really much he can do. He's getting spawn camped by BNPD. So Private Dancer doing some massive amounts of plays for his team on the offensive side. So they do take the victory right there. So the first round of Upward is going to go to Single Drop. As we saw, you know, some good plays from Joey Lemons and his team. However, we can attribute the loss to first. Actually, we kind of recap that round as well. So a lot was going on for the defense and offensive side at both times. On first, of course, the drop on Patrick. However, Joey Lemons was able to salvage it for his combo as he got a pick both on Raven and on Aeon. So no combo really on the offensive side to be able to aggress that fast. And of course, they were able to hang on a little bit and force Casper in the Uber charge as well. So they would have Uber charge advantage by the time the offense got their spawns again. So some good plays from Joey Lemons to be able to salvage first when actually his med was dropped. Just once again, a really good bomb from Panther right there. Just getting that, landing that last rocket. You know, nobody thought it was going to happen, but it did, alas. So, and of course, the body block on Patrick on second as they were trying to get out on Hill, of course, led to pretty much the steamroll as we saw a lot of the players on the defensive side were kind of staggered. And of course, Single Drop, of course, realized that they can take space off of that. And they did. They pretty much rolled second and third with that aggression and the momentum that they got on first. But once again, I mean, Joey Lemons doing a really good job for the defense, being able to salvage for his team. I keep saying this, but, you know, honestly, it was astonishing that Joey Lemons was able to get not one, but two combo picks and a force when his med was actually dropped. So some good plays from Joey Lemons and Nurse, of course, being able to live and just play around each other. You know, Nurse as well. You know, there was not a lot going on from Nurse, but he was able to secure pretty much the defense for his team and protect Joey Lemons and, of course, secure Playground as well. score right now. So we do see this is a best of 3 map series. We did see Single Drop taking the victory 2-0 on product compared to Oprah Winfrey Network. So far the series is 1-0 in the favor of Single Drop. And of course that just ended up the first round of Upward. So we're moving on to the second round. And we saw the victory going to Single Drop. So it looks like a lot of points going to Single Drop for this match so far. Joy Lemons, things are kind of looking a little bit on ice for them. Hopefully they can bring it back right now going into the second half of Upward and secure the victory coming into the second round. Honestly, my hopes are for Joy Lemons. He deserves more than he gets. Honestly, in my opinion, sometimes he is actually overrated. But, you know, not overrated, but underrated. Sorry. You know, Joy Lemons doing a lot for his combo, and, you know, just this season of Advanced has been very good for him. I think this is the best record he has had so far in Advanced. And, of course, you know, he's done a lot for his team for the past 3 seasons, and I think he deserves some credit where credit is due. You know, if it's not a placement, or if it's not a first place trophy, definitely the second place is well deserved. Whatever they get for this match, honestly, Joey and his team, a lot of hard work for Season 6 this entire season. Once again, you know, they've done a lot of practice, improved a lot in the past 3 seasons, so it's good that we're seeing them kind of get a lot more experience and kind of play a little bit more in the higher half versus the lower half of Advanced. Alright, and we are starting the second half right now. Joey Lemons and the rest of his team is going to be starting off on defense, so we are going to see Single Drop set the pace right now for the offensive side. Once again, we'll see some creative sacks, maybe, I don't know, what they decide to do. Hopefully not another drop on Patrick again. Hopefully Patrick can learn from his mistakes and, you know, play a little bit more conservatively of his life and, of course, Uber charge. You know, because Joey Lemons can only salvage maybe a few times. You know, if it were to happen again, I don't know if he'll be able to carry the rest of his team on his back as he did for the first round, or at least not the first round, but the first point last round. So once again, neither teams are running crits. It looks like they just want to go for the safe stock Uber play. Just running it safe, not wanting to get the taxi back to spawn. Interesting, I guess they don't want to set up the traps. I would at least do that, but, you know, once again, I am not Joey Lemons and the rest of his team. So he does have traps right now on right side. A little bit inconspicuous. It looks like he wants to spam left side, making sure that Whalemar doesn't peek that left side door. I guess he gets some good damage because he's starting to back up right now, and of course just play a little bit aggressive on hill as well. Pick on Raven right now. I guess Raven tried to go for a bomb. Ooh, the detonation. Good timing det right there. I'm surprised he even saw that bomb from Panther. So Panther and Raven going to go down. Oh, a snipe onto Nurks right now. So Whalemar getting a pick on the heavy. That means that not a lot going on for the defense if they were to go for a sack wave on the offensive side. If people were to walk on a playground right now, there was no heavy on the defense to deny that. Ooh, he gets a pick on Austin right now from tracks as we see that happen right now. But once again, heavy is dead, so he can't really deny bombs. As we see, Panther bomb in right now, sadly not being able to get a force. AGB going in as well. Oh, unfortunately, Raven is on the loose cannon and gets a double donk on Joey and JPEG. So Demo and Scout down on the defensive side. However, they say we still have Uber, we still have Gun. They're going to stay in. Moxie playing close to car right now, just trying to get as enough damage on Aeon so they can force people off the car. This is a defensive Uber. It looks like the consensus is to stay in, I guess, because they have a lot of picks on the offense that they don't really need to get out. So Whalemar going down, however, not before killing Tua, unfortunately. So as they rebuild Gun and just try to rebuild their Uber charge as well. Casper did not use, so Single Drop will have about 70% Uber charge advantage as they walk into first here. So Joey Lemons obviously not playing as close as he was before. Same with Moxie, kind of playing a little bit more passive, expecting the Uber charge as it is actually used. Raven looks like she is going to bomb hill right now and try to get some early on picks. Looks like Nurks is going to take a lot of spam and damage from Raven and is actually going to live here. Wow, he's taking a lot of spam, about 4 pipes right there from Raven, and a few stickies to spare, and is going to live on the defensive side. So good plays from Nurks, being able to just, I guess, conserve his life and just be able to play around apps. Joey Lemon is going to die to Spy right there, eliminating the pick on the defensive Demo. So they are down 2 combo members. Moxie actually getting a late spawn. A lot of pick exchanges. We see offense and defense both getting some good combo picks Both heavies actually were going down there, so I think Nurks got picked off. Or no, it was Joey Lemons that died. And of course, Aeon going down as well. So Whalemart winning the SBS against Tua, as expected. No BM there. But JPEG playing really aggressive on Rock right now, just trying to spam out the offense as they take aggression on Hill. And Joey Lemons and the rest of his team is going to force the offensive Uber charge. They are going to get a pick on Nurks as Raven is going to walk in from the right side. Joey Lemons also getting stabbed by Illum. 2 combo members down on the defense right now. JPEG obviously realizing that, playing with his beam, just kind of passive in-house right now. HEB getting some good space and, of course, damage onto JPEG and the rest of the players who are in-house. Looks like they're going to decide to back up and hold third. So 2 minutes and 59 seconds right now for 2 points. Not a bad time. You know, about 3 minutes and 2 points, I think, is a really good time for the offense right now. Setting a good pace right now. Pretty quick time. Once again, Casper already did use back in on first right there, so Joey Lemons and the rest of his team is going to have Ubercharge advantage. A lot of spam right now, some good pipes, and Aeon is going to actually get into U-turn now and get a pick on Nurks. So, wow, Joey Lemons is not going to have a lot of his combo to support him. However, we did see Raven going down. Oh, did you hear the decloak? I did, yep. Illum is going to get a pick on Joey Lemons right now. I'm surprised he actually didn't hear that. I'm guessing I heard it. And Raven is trying to defend against Saturation. Saturation tanking a few pipes as he goes deep right now. Oh, Saturation is about 35 HP. Excuse me, not Saturation. Casper getting really low to the Saturation bomb. However, not going to actually force or drop Uber, so good plays from Casper. As they decide to walk in through U-turn, unfortunately, they are going to drop AGV, but use onto Raven right now, trying to spam out, not really giving a shit about the gun, but kind of trying to get any picks on the combo that they can at this moment. A lot of opportunity for the offense, as it looks like Raven is going to take his med with her lower. Take Casper, I should say. Lower. Raven is going to get reflect piped, unfortunately. So she's going to go down. Whalemart as well is going to get picked off by Saturation. So Casper's going to reset right now and play around tracks. You know, just play around Aeon as they regroup. Looks like they're still wanting to go for a lower to upper push. Aeon is going up and saying, come with me. You know, come with me. Unfortunately, Joey Lemons is going to get a pick onto Casper right there. So I guess good plays from Joey to be able to defensively reaggress and try to spam tiles out. Looks like their team is actually going to re-secure tiles. You know, the pick on Casper is going to open up a lot of opportunity for the defense. Joey Lemons actually going down. I didn't really see what to, but they do have a majority of the combo, as well as Tua playing in tiles right now. So it looks pretty good for Joey Lemons and the rest of his team. You know, Oprah Winfrey Network is definitely doing a good job of setting up once again and just re-establishing their defensive hold. Oh, bummer. A lot of picks right now in tiles right now. Massive amounts of damage from Raven. And I think AGB as well, as they walk in and clean up about 6 players in tiles. Oh my gosh. So 7 players who are dead right now on the defense. A lot going on for Single Drop right now as they cap the cart. 5 minutes and 29 seconds. I would say that is a pretty good time. I didn't really see what happened there. It just kind of looked like nobody was really watching lower to upper as we saw the offense. So we saw Single Drop just kind of take that space. Raven getting massive, and I mean massive, capital M, amounts of damage in tiles, and of course getting a 6K, 6 or 5K, I didn't really see. But of course just getting a lot of combo picks on Joey, on Patrick, on Nurks, on Moxie, you know, killing everybody in tiles who was sitting up there. Kind of an unsuspecting play, which, you know, you'd normally see a lot of players expecting, but I guess Joey Lemons and his combo were focused on players and tracks and, you know, not really worried about the combo going for a lower to upper place. So, unfortunate wipe on the defensive side, but, you know, 5 minutes and 29 seconds. I've seen it done before on Joey Lemons. Actually, I think they actually set this time when they played against Femboy Hooters for the semifinals, so I do have confidence in Joey Lemons and his team. You know, hopefully they can bring back the tides of this match so far. Once again, the map's out of best of 3, 1-0. Joey Lemons is actually not in the lead. They're kind of behind by 1 point.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, so Raven is going to spam right now. I guess the bomb from... Oh my god. Okay, so the bomb from Panther is going to get a pick on Stardust out of spawn. He was pulling out the spoon, trying to go for a marker. And our second play, unfortunately, is going to get caught out to Nurks. Nurks expecting it. That was kind of a funny play. I know, I'm laughing too. The bomb from Joey Lemons, unfortunately not be able to get anything, getting denied by Austin, the sentry gun. So that was their sack wave right there. Very interesting method. Whalmart getting the body shot on Tua, so no offensive sniper right now. They still will have to try to get a pick. Ooh, Moxie getting air shot by Raven right there. Nice pipe on the defense. So Joey Lemons and the rest of his team are going to have to reset and reaggress. Of course, they don't really have a lot of picks right now that they can push off of. You know, Joey Lemons going down. I guess they go for the heavy exchange. Very interesting plays right now. Aeon versus Nurks. I guess the defense is going to back up and play a little more passive. JPEG getting some good space onto Playground, being able to force off Whalmart, which means that he's going to have to play around tracks, which is easier to spam for the rest of his combo. But Whalmart still having that good sightline, playing really adaptive, and overcoming the fact that he is being pushed off of Playground, getting a pick on Nurks. Joey Lemons, massive amounts of plays, getting a pipe onto Aeon here, playing really aggressively on Hill for the rest of his team. Of course, Raven and Aeon are both down on the defensive side, so a lot of space for Oprah Winfrey Network right now. Reminder, 4 minutes remaining on the clock, so they do have to play this kind of quick. This space is necessary. Can they keep up this momentum? That is the question, as we see Joey Lemons get a pick on AGB, so no Heavy, no Demo, no Pyro. Actually, we do see Demo and Heavy get some late spawns right now, so Joey Lemons, of course, waiting for the rest of his team to get space on Hill. Going to take the Demo v Demo fight, drop down on the combo, get a pick onto Raven. Right, nice pipe right there. And it's probably going to go for maybe an exchange or even used into them. Hopefully they do not drop Joey, because Joey is, of course, the fight leader. So they need him for this push. And they still have a defensive gun. Actually is going to get deaded on by Joey, so it looks like the defense is going to back up to third right now. If we're on the Whalmart cam, he's going to back up and play around Roller Coaster, trying to get a pick on anybody who's on cart. Oh, he sees Joey Lemons. He sees Tua, gets a snipe on Tua there. So no sniper on the offense to help his combo. Try to take Hill. So 3 minutes remaining on the clock. You know, can they do it? Not a lot of opportunity for the offense. You know, Whalmart is still alive. Almost getting the headshot on Joey Lemons there. They need Whalmart or a force on the combo, or perhaps a good combo pick right there. That counts right there. AGB going down, but Whalmart is still an issue, as we see Joey Lemons, I guess, try to go for a sack right there, and not really get much done. Resetting now, we see Loom just kind of spectating on tracks, trying to go for a stab on JPEG here. Stab on Kenby is going to get caught out, unfortunately. Die to Kenby right there. Die to the pistol. Tua losing the SVS to Whalmart once again. You know, this entire game, Tua, I don't know if it was him receiving buffs or just him not having enough sniper calls, but it kind of looks like Whalmart just kind of knows where Tua is at any given time and is able to win the SVS with that knowledge. Maybe just Illum calling the sniper location a lot better than Stardust is. That is probably the only thing that I can think of right now. It's just Whalmart knows the positioning because of better calls compared to Tua. So maybe some comms are cluttered on the offensive side, I would imagine so, especially in a time like this. 2 minutes left on the clock, reminding you guys some good spam right now from the offense and defense. We see Moxie just trying to scorch shot Whalmart the best he can do. You know, not a lot he can do at this point in time, except try to support his Demo as they go for an exchange. Getting a pick onto Whalmart there, so that is a pretty massive pick. Getting a pick also on Panther. So Panther and AGB going down. However, Nurks, Joey, and Kenby are going to die on that offensive push. So it was kind of, it looked like the defense kind of cleaned them up after the post-Uber. Some good plays from Aeon as well, just kind of rotating around cart, playing a good defensive heavy. Joey Lemons once again playing really aggressive on Hill, trying to get spam for his combo. 1 minute 15 seconds remaining. They will have to roll this into last if they do want to secure the victory for their team at the moment. So 1 minute remaining. Can they do it? All is on the line. We do see massive amounts of picks for Oprah Winfrey Network right now, as we see Raven, AGB, Panther, and Whalmart all dead in towels. Joey Lemons, you need somebody with you. He is going to take the 1v1 right now, get down to 29 HP. Really destroyed BMPD, unable to get the pick onto Joey Lemons. However, we do see the majority of the combo getting a solid hold into towels once again. You know, they had time to walk in. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. It kind of looks like Oprah Winfrey Network is going to get cleaned up right there. Just really aggressive plays from Raven, walking into Spiral and getting some stickies and some pipes out into Nurks and Joey Lemons. So 30 seconds remaining on the clock. It is still possible, ladies and gentlemen. This match is not over until it's over, if you know what I mean. So we do see the defense getting a hold into tiles once again. Casper kind of in a spot in the way of that dispenser right there. But once again, Casper is not going to have, or I guess they do use onto the cart right now, just of course as we see cart time happening. 8 seconds. Pretty much everyone has to sack for cart right now. A lot of picks on the offensive side. So not a lot of people who are remaining on cart, and it looks like the victory is going to go to single drop. A little bit of a post-play analysis right there. It kind of looks like Joey Lemons and the rest of his team were not able to get a coordinated and fast push into tiles. You know, they had a lot of picks coming into last there. However, it kind of looked like the rest of his combo was slow to get in. He was alone, taking the fight 1v1 pretty much against Private Dancer, and almost lost it. And then, of course, Raven kind of realizing that Private Dancer made all that space for her, kind of walked in and got some massive damage onto Joey Lemons in-house right there, also cleaning up Nurks and I think Moxie as well, so getting a 3K. And, of course, the spawns just took so long that it was not enough for the offense to be able to push in and get a solid hold into tiles and, of course, push cart at the same time. And at the last moment, we saw Casper use defensively onto cart and clean up Joey Lemons and the rest of the people on tracks. So to wrap up, ladies and gentlemen, this was a 2-0 victory for single drop. Definitely not rolling them, but, you know, they had some good plays against Oprah Winfrey Network regardless. Some good plays from Private Dancer. I think the highlighted players we can definitely look at are Illum. I think Whalmart, of course, was just dominating the map, of course, both on product and upward. So Illum, Whalmart, Raven, of course, for backing up the damage that Aeon was doing. And, of course, doing it herself as well, getting some massive space and cleaning up a lot of players on cart and on point as well when we're thinking back to product. But unfortunately, Joey Lemons and the rest of his team are going to have to be satisfied with a second-place trophy because the victory and the Grand Finals match is going to go to single drop. You know, they worked hard this season. They were the better team in the long run. There's a lot more experienced players, you know, invite experience as well. I can't say the same for Joey Lemons and the rest of his team, but the victory is going to go to single drop. So it was a long season. I think this was a very anticipated match. Good plays for both teams as well. You know, Whalmart, of course, just being such an explosive player and doing so much for his team in the end and securing the victory, both on product and on upward in the end. So, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, but once again, to recap, a 2-0 in a best-of-3 map series. Single drop taking the victory against Oprah Winfrey Network in the end. I think they had a good run this entire season once again. Just to recap, Oprah Winfrey Network went 5-2 and, of course, put up a hell of a fight in the semifinals. They were doing a really good job, you know, pushing back Fanboy Hooters and saying, no, we want to take this to Grand Finals. You know, Joey Lemons, of course, has not gotten a placement in advance, and this is going to be his first medal in, I think, 3 seasons. So, you know, of course, Joey Lemons and the rest of his team worked hard for Season 6. They improved a lot since Season 4, since Season 5, and, of course, brought in the game today, but of course it wasn't enough because single drop, of course, just had better players, played it a little bit better, a lot more with their combo, and were able to take the victory on product and upward. So I think some people did see this coming. I know last time we cast these semifinals, a lot of people were rooting for single drop, saying it was another W for AGB. So, you know, we already had some people who are rooting for single drop over Oprah Winfrey Network. And I think Oprah Winfrey Network does deserve some credit where credit is due, like I said before. You know, Joey Lemons being an underrated demo in advance, of course. I guess he wasn't really underrated. He was rated 3rd in the spreadsheet for advance, so he definitely was rated higher than the other demos compared to the division. But in terms of combo plays and actually standing up to people like Raven, Aeon, you know, invite past experience invite players, I'd say he did a good job. Same with Nurks as well. I think Nurks was dying a little bit too much on product to Whalmart when he could have been playing a lot more passive and not peeking that many sightlines. But in the end, Whalmart was just once again making a lot of space for his team on the offensive side for upward, and then of course for product as well. And I guess while we're wrapping this up, we can take a look at the logs on stream right now and evaluate a little bit of a post-play evaluation for both halves of Vigil, because I don't, or excuse me, not Vigil, but for product, since I didn't, or not product, but upward. There we go. Second time's a charm, since I don't think we reviewed the second part of upward. All right, so the first half are going to be put on stream at the moment. Here we go. Sorry about that. Alrighty, so we see the 1-0 victory for Seductive 9, or not Seductive 9, excuse me, Single Drop. It's been a long night, but once again, Aeon going 21-8, 402 DPM, just some massive plays from Aeon, just pretty much destroying the defense there, getting a lot of kills on Joey, winning the heavy v heavy versus Nurks, and cleaning up players who are not on the Uber, when they would go for the exchanges. But looking at Raven as well, 436 DPM, 19 and 17 compared to Joey Lemons, who went 12 and 14, 405 DPM. So Nurks and Joey Lemons were doing a good job playing with each other. But I think it all boiled down to the fact that Whalemart was just alive a majority of the time and was doing a good job denying the space when Joey Lemons was playing on the offensive side. And of course, while Whalemart was on the offense as well, I mean, Joey Lemons walked out of spawn and gets headshot by Whalemart. I don't really think we saw that happen, but we did hear it. And of course, we saw it in the kill feed. So Whalemart just doing a lot for single drop in this match, both maps, I should say. And of course, the body block from Illum on Patrick there was actually probably the highlight of this match. Of course, just kind of body blocking Patrick and getting bombed there, leading to the bomb from, I guess it was also Illum, but it was also Panther being able to collapse on Patrick and everyone else on Hill as they were getting out. So good plays from both teams. Some good coordination from Joey Lemons. However, it wasn't enough to beat single drop and the more powerful players they had on their roster. But, JPEG was filling in for Nugget, and I think JPEG did a great job. Of course, he tried his best. Didn't really have much experience playing with Joey Lemons in terms of actual matches, maybe scrims and stuff. But JPEG still did a fine job going 15 and 11, actually out KDing BMPD, but not being able to out DPM. Let's actually look at the Scout v Scout. I want to see that play. So JPEG getting 3 picks on Private Dancer compared to his 2. So, of course, JPEG was doing a better job just playing on the flank around Saturation. I think Saturation went a little bit negative here. Yeah, 13 and 18 compared to... I guess he was parallel with Panther. I think in the long run, though, Panther played a better collapsing Soldier compared to Saturation. We did see some good bombs from Saturation. However, a lot more is happening on the side of Panther. Panther was doing a good job, of course, obviously bombing Patrick on that play when Illum body blocked him. But throughout the entire match as well, I think Panther just realized that he can take space and play with his combo off of their damage. And it just looked like the combo and the flank as well were just kind of complementing each other on the side of single drop. And we're obviously beating Oprah Winfrey Network just because of better coordination. And of course, better comms as well. It kind of seemed that Whalemart knew of Tua's location a majority of the time. That could probably go to Illum. I know Illum is a good spy and has a tendency to make some really, really nice calls for his team, calling damage, calling positioning, etc. So, of course, Illum probably calling out to Whalemart, saying Tua is in this spot, and Whalemart obviously having the big brain and the 200 IQ, just winning the SVS every time. Brain and DM, I think Whalemart has. Whalemart is an explosive player and is definitely a good pickup. I hope to see him, make an Invite debut since he will be promoted to Invite since winning Advanced this season. But, a lot of the players on Advanced, on Single Drop had a really good game. Once again, a lot of damage and a lot of good coordination on the combo side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, thank you for tuning in. This was kind of scuffed towards the beginning. We actually were adding in some scenes, so I apologize that it was a little bit weird. And of course, Casting Essentials having a little bit of a bug and me requiring to restart TF2, not being able to see the second half of product. However, I think we did salvage it towards the end. I think during Upward, went a little bit more smoother, so I apologize that it was a little bit rough towards the beginning, but we kind of got it smoothed out towards the end. Once again, a lot of these unofficial streams are going to not as be professional, just graphic design wise, compared to the actual league sanctioned cast. But once again, I appreciate all the traffic that I get when doing these casts, even if it's not 100 viewers. I don't do it for 100 viewers. I do it for anybody who is willing to watch me cast the lower brackets and also the upper brackets and etc. for the lower divisions, I should say. But once again, thank you for tuning into the stream. I'll actually end it here and leave it on that note. So the victory is going to go to Single Drop. Joey Lemons and the rest of his team is going to have to be, I guess, content with a bronze trophy, which I think they do deserve regardless. So good job for Joey Lemons playing a really good season just throughout Season 6 of Advanced. Alrighty. Thank you for casting this match. Absolutely. And I bid you guys a great night. Once again, if the invite match is still going on, you can check that out. It is Krusty Krab Esports versus Man Crush Monday for grand finals for invite. So definitely a huge match right there. A lot is on the line for both teams and a lot at stake. Once again, my name is Swish, and thank you guys for tuning in to the Advanced Season 6 Grand Finals match. Oprah Winfrey Network versus Single Drop. You guys have a great night. We will catch you in the next cast, maybe coming up for the Season of Sixes, Pro-Lander tournaments, etc. But, this will wrap up the season of Highlander. I think after this, I'll be mainly focused more on my own team scrimmages and just improving as a player, growing my brain size as just anybody else would. So, but thank you guys once again. I owe it all to you for the views and the support for, my unofficial channel. Of course, as a small streamer, a small caster, working his way up the ladder, gaining experience, and doing my best to please the viewers. So thank you guys so much for your continued support and everything you guys do. So thank you once again, and I will catch you guys in the next cast. Alrighty, bye-bye.